Something happened in our neighborhood. Our neighbor's pipe must have froze up or something, because there were 3 fire engines, 2 police cars, and 1 ambulance, all flashing their lights. Can you imagine all those engines being there just for that small problem? Most you'd need is 1 fire engine. Now, if there was an epileptic child on fire committing a crime, there would be a reason for all that. Obama pardons turkeys, mac and cheese, and here's the reason why. You know how traditional Muslims have sex with goats? Since there are no holidays calling for the consumption of goat, well, the next best thing would be to pardon turkeys so we can, have sex with them. How Taylor Swift and Lorde became pals. Lorde said she just had to meet the pop star after she sent a surprise to her home in New Zealand, Ever since then, their friendship has become almost as recognizable as the retail store I worked at, Lord and Taylor's. Nutcracker field trip sparks controversy. Some parents protested the annual outing for second graders, leading to the PTA temporarily canceling it. Speaking of annual outing, how about this pro-homosexuality course? Boy, talk about having a controversial reason to cancel something. Anyway, didn't Planned Parenthood teach young teenage girls about new sex positions? How about Don Lemon telling his audience that to cause them any pain while giving oral sex, you've got to use your teeth? How rapper Rick Ross dropped 100 pounds. The rapper tied the scales at 300 pounds, but has seen a drastic change in his size over the last 7 months. Maybe he scored some cocaine off of the real Rick Ross. You know that story. The real Rick Ross was a famous cocaine dealer, and his former fat lard stole his identity. How to teach your kid gratitude. Teaching the art of gratitude on a daily basis is a challenge, particularly when many parents struggle with it themselves. Well, for starters, don't send your kid to a communist, socialist school where they teach you to want things that aren't yours. Obama, Democrats, stop handing out our damn money to people who don't deserve it. I want to talk to you about yet another woman who came forward about Bill Cosby raping her. Her name is Jane Doe. It was back in 2005, she claims, but I want to take you back to an interview with Jim Carrey. He talked to David Letterman about mugging an old woman. He said he walked up to the woman and said, "Give me your money." She thought it was a joke at first, but then he said, "I'm serious, give me the money or I'll pistol whip you." She gave him the money and he said, "Go ahead, call the cops. Who's going to believe you?" Bill Cosby, a big star of the 80s with the Cosby Show, is going to go out of his way to rape women he doesn't even know, even though his sitcom was based on family values. Right. Who's going to believe you, Jane Doe? And besides, even if people did believe you, it happened 8 years ago. Get over it. A former National Security Council spokesman, Tommy Vietor, can say, "Dude, that was like 2 years ago. I don't see why Bill Cosby can't pull the same thing." That was about Benghazi, he said that. People died there. Not caring about people's lives is more drastic than not caring about a woman being raped. Yahoo News reports worst parasites in the world. Illegal immigrants and liberals. Like you didn't know I was going to go there. Speaking of liberals in the UK banned knives. They're going to have to buy their knives overseas now. If a child in the UK finishes his dinner and he wants some pie for dessert, he won't be able to cut it. He will just have to do what Michelle Obama does, which is go in there mouth first and eat the pie that way. Just like Michelle Obama eats cream pies, women's cream pies, because everybody knows Michelle is a man. No homework for students? Teachers say homework causes students stress. I want to say 3 things. 1, where the hell were these teachers when I was in school? 2, stress in school doesn't exist. I did my homework stress-free. If anything, I came to school, homework in hand, but I was depressed because I got made fun of. But the point is no stress. And the third thing, if they feel stressed, just after they get done their homework, sprinkle some dank kush on the homework, roll it up into a big blunt, light it up, and smoke it. Because it really doesn't fucking matter. Because they're teaching Islam in school, they're getting rid of American holidays on the calendar, replacing them with Muslim celebrations. They're telling us Muslims discovered America. They don't want to give kids homework anymore because they don't care if the kids learn anything. Ever heard about the dumbing down of America? Well, this just made me believe in it. I'm going to rant about something else too. How can we pronounce E-D-U-C-A-T-E, educate? It's pronounced educate. Where is the J in educate? Furthermore, it's I'm looking at you, not I'm looking at you. How about what's the matter? There are no D's in matter. Say matter. How about psychology? The P isn't needed because the P sound isn't pronounced in it. We replace letters in words, and we add letters that aren't necessary, all in the name of looking sophisticated. And I'm saying that without the PH because they are not valid to the pronunciation of the word. I knew this day would come. It's all our fault the Democrats have taken over. It doesn't matter if the Republicans won the Senate, they're still going to cater to the Democratic way. More illegals, more votes, more money, more power. If everybody in Congress just died, every politician and everybody in Congress just died, we'd have a lot of trash to pick up. And we'd have a country to successfully take back. Why do we even start voting? I mean, you get your job, you get the house, an apartment, a car to take you to work, a license helps too. You can go to the store, buy groceries, not stuff. Pretty simple steps to a successful life. And if you think you need someone to help you and give you money and live your life for you, then you don't need a life to live. That's what us Republican voters want, to live their lives and not see their money spent on other countries. Sorry, fella, we feel bad for you. Your country's a shithole, but we can't give our money or else our country's going to be a shithole. Don't come over here because we don't want to help you. Even though you escape poverty, it's going to be the same thing over here because we don't want to give you money either, pal. Obama defended his executive action for illegal amnesty by saying he doesn't use executive action as much as his predecessors did. When Fox News wanted to call him on that, he used executive action to make it legal for to have anyone from Fox News executed who does call him on it. Boy missing since 10 found in wall. The internet's description of disappointment is running into a wall with an erection and breaking your nose. He didn't break his nose, he broke the wall, or as the internet says, he broke the fourth wall, and apparently got trapped inside. Finally, GOP aide under fire for scolding Obama girls. A lawmaker's communications director wrote on Facebook that Sasha and Malia showed little class during an event. Message deleted. Let me be the first to say Barack, who loves cock, Obama, showed little class when he arrived at the 70th anniversary of D-Day chewing gum. It's not a diss to the girls, it's just a little case of the apple doesn't fall far from the tree.